Hi there, guys. This is going to be the first one in the series of getting started on camping. More particularly camping on a budget, so cheap-ass camping. Today we're doing cooking accessories. Not so much mess kits, but maybe some utensils, spices, and also a grill, because I had an idea that I want to run by you, and then we'll test it out later. First off, we'll start off with spices. You can see my salt back here, but that's not something I go camping with. Now, most people are probably familiar with one of these. This is something you used to find all the time. They're spice kits for camping, and if you got the room for them, I guess they're okay. I ran into two major problems. One, you're stuck with what they put in it. And two, look how big around that thing is. Try shoving that in your pack if you want just one person. And as you can see, I had to tape it because I broke the seal. Literally broke it, cracked the container, trying to put in spices I wanted. So, yeah, not the best solution in the world. And I think I paid way more for that thing than I ever should have. What I usually carry is one of these snus containers. No, I don't do tobacco. I get them from people who do. And right now we have containers that are made by Velo. Well, Velo pouches. At my store are 99 cents, so I've been buying these cans like crazy. But, anyway, for one person, I always carry these spices on me, and, well, it's cinnamon, Italian, garlic, and, cinnamon. No, that's chipotle powder, sorry. So, that's an option, if you, want to go that option. Thing is I have to order these vials online. I can't really seem to find them too often, and, if you do, they're probably a little more than what you want to pay. Now, if you saw in the thumbnail, I was able to create a kit, and this is a $3 spice kit. $3.50, but I'll cover that part of it later. That's more of a, I'm trying not to go by too much of opportunity buys that helped out, but, you know, when you get the opportunity to spend less, you spend less. But we have these little guys. Alright, hold on. Alright, there we go. Anyway, I was able to buy 2 packs of these, which there were 5 packs, these little 5-dram bottles, at Dollar Tree for $1 a piece. So I have 10 vials that fit in a $1 glass container, eyeglass container, and my salt and pepper that I put into this because this is some mints that we had on sale. It was clearance. They were like 50 cents. So I bought it just for the container. So this is salt and pepper, and whenever you go to use salt, you usually use pepper. So I just figured for camping purposes, it's easier just to keep the two together. But this also ups my count of what I can carry. So you saw me carry 4 spices. Well, besides the Tabasco, which was another opportunity item because they used to come in MREs. You have chipotle powder. This is Mrs. Dash. This stuff I absolutely love. It's this chicken grilling blend, which is really good on steak. Go figure. Cinnamon. Oh, that's cumin. This is cinnamon, hence the bad writing on top. Italian seasoning, parsley, I was going to go with the 3 things that go into Italian seasoning, which is parsley, oregano, and basil. But I just don't need to. But parsley I kept on its own because it makes a good garnish for when you're making garlic bread. You got sage, in case you're making some kind of chicken. Chili powder, and the hell are you? Oh, onion powder. And this empty vial is because I ran out of garlic powder, so I need to go get some and put some in there. Anyway, what I do is I partially zip it up just to about there. Gives it a little bit of way to hold things in. You just start stacking these little guys on top of each other. Alright, once you get to about 4 deep, you want to, sorry, I couldn't tell if I was recording or not. Then you stack the other 2 down there. This guy in the back. And this guy on top. Let's see if I do this correctly on camera. Almost. Okay, cool. It's a $1 case, so I was kind of expecting that to break. Anyway, so $3, you've already made a better kit than what you can get for 10 or 12 or how much that is. And for bake or packing purposes, it's much thinner. And if you're wondering where I keep my sugar, I don't know if this is a chance of opportunity or what, but usually my Walgreens sells these little bottles of honey for $1. And I have a big old bottle of honey that I just keep pouring these things into and wash out the container and use it for sugar. But I usually keep this wherever I keep my tea bags, so I can make tea. So anyway, there you have a whole kitchen full of spices in a little area. Now on to the easy one, accoutrements. What I mean by that is spoons, forks, what have you. When I started out with this guy. This is a UST Spork. I don't think they make these anymore. As you can tell, it's well used. I don't think they make these anymore because I cannot find them to save my life. Amazon, eBay, nobody has them. There is a UST Spork, but it's like a little itty bitty guy. I have one laying around here, but I'm not digging it out. And I barely use it. So this is what I had, and it was around $3. Well, since you can't find them anymore, you kind of have to go with what's available. I think these are around $5 now, I'm not sure. But they come with kits. I bought this one in a mess kit. That's probably not going to help the new camper because he won't be able to find them right offhand if he's just looking for that. Or she. I'm just saying he. However, I was at Walmart today. That spoon was 55 cents. This, I do believe, was $1.99 on Amazon. And this one, because it is Kershaw, which is a major cutlery brand, not cutlery, but a major knife brand, was about $5. And it is more sturdy. But this, a little bit on the flimsy side deal, has its advantage too. One other thing you can get is the K-Bar Spork. And you've seen me do a review about this because these things are plastic crap. But they're a good plastic crap. They are made out of a plastic that, after drilling into the thing, I believe is the same kind of plastic that they actually make some kind of armor out of. Because I broke a drill bit trying to drill it. And we have a countertop at work made out of the same stuff. But this, I cut down and put a fire rod in. Because one of my main problems is that this thing came with a little plastic knife in it that was quite pointless. There's no need to have a little knife. Especially if you're a camper, you should have a knife. But that's going to be a separate video. So, anyway, put a striker and a can opener on it, and, well, yeah, that goes into my bug out bag. Because it'll be big enough just to get something out of a small can. But also, this is going to be the first time I'm going to say something that you'll probably hear me say a lot in this series. And that is, use what you already have. I bought those for 99 cents. They're 2 spoons. Now, most of your grub is going to need just spoons anyway. I had a mentor who went through the Arctic, North Canada. He went through an expedition. Has all sorts of stories about polar bears and fishing rods and whatnot. But the one thing that he always pressed upon was you don't need anything more than a spoon. I don't wholeheartedly believe that. I kind of like sporks myself. But hey, if you have a spoon, a big spoon, a nice sturdy spoon, what the hell, use the spoon. And something that will be reiterated on the mess kit video is plastic silverware. Now granted, backpacking, I probably wouldn't want to carry too much of these. They are light, not very durable. But the one thing that I like about these is that once they go on a trip, they very rarely ever come back. They burn up in a fire really well. And I know, I will hear a bunch of shit about people talking about polluting the environment and inhaling terrible stuff. Well, dude, one, I'd much rather see these things go up into a vapor of smoke than stay in a landfill. And two, where the hell are you camping that you don't have any kind of ventilation? So, and trees are designed to sift out carbon dioxide and shit like that. Nature has things in plan for that. Granted, we're overloading it, but that's a political subject that I'm not getting into. You can burn shit. If you're carrying stuff, I very rarely ever take cans or glass with me on a camping trip. Well, glass, because you can break it. I don't want broken glass in my gear. Cans, I would prefer to not have to take out trash if I possibly can. And last but not least, when I was at Dollar Tree, I noticed that they had these. It's a little, they weren't wrapped in a hair tie, I did that myself. But these little guys have these little ridges that fit inside each other. And they seem pretty well built. I could only find one pair at the Dollar Tree, hence the color. But, yeah, $1, you get a whole set. And this is perfect for camping because you got your fork, you got your spoon, And a nice sturdy little design too. I like how it's so stout and strong. But also, if you are camping, you should always have a knife. There's no need to add one in your cutlery set. You can cut a steak with your field knife just as easily as you can a steak knife. And last, the thing that I wanted to talk about today was grills. Camp grills. I don't have a lot of space here. This is a Colligan, I think, grill. Might be Coleman, I don't remember. Anyway, these things are about 10 bucks, and they come with legs and whatnot. They're okay. I tried to have one hold up my grill once, or my Dutch oven once. It wasn't very happy about it. But they work. You can set it into a fire. And, yeah, it works. This little guy was also about 10 bucks. And as you can tell, it's never touched a fire yet. I've got to make that happen soon. But, yeah, I decided I'd put this in my bug out bag, but, you know, I'm thinking not. Because I want to introduce you to the cheap alternative. That is this cookie cooling rack. Now, one thing that I noticed is how freaking huge this thing is. But the experiment I want to do, I kind of have an idea. Because I'm not going to test it out as is because I want to do this experiment. But let's see something here. Snippy, snippy. And now I have 2 grills for $1. And they're still not the most sturdy. However, for your first camping trip, they should work. So anyway, I can't wait to test those out, and this one will probably be my new bug out bag one. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I'll come back soon, and I will have some more advice for you guys, if you want it.